What? My neighbors decided to park not one, but 2 cars in front of my garage door. I replaced one set of shitty neighbors with another set of shitty neighbors. Oh, this is a nice car though. This one's nice. That's just an Accord. So now I had to park Molly out in the off-roading field. I don't know where they are, so I can't tell them to move. But today, guys, we are gonna be working on, oh God. Oh my. We're gonna be working on the Rally Miata yet again. This is the last day of working on it. After today, the car is ready to get tuned and ready to boost around. With that being said, today we are installing an ECU and a wideband gauge. We got a Mega Squirt plug and play 2 and an Innovate something wideband. I also want to give you guys some other good news. We finally have some merch available. We've got 2 key tag designs. We got this one, Rally Miata, which is obviously based off of this car. And of course, we've got Miata is always the answer in Molly's colors. All the proceeds from these 2 key tags are going to go straight back into the channel, into the builds, into getting better recording equipment, better video quality, all sorts of stuff. It really helps support the channel and I would really appreciate it. If any of you guys are interested, I'll have a link in the description below. You can pick out either of these 2 key tags. In the future, we are getting air fresheners and t-shirts. You can expect those sometime next month. Those things take a little bit longer to work out. So yeah, guys, if you're interested and you want to support the channel, link in the description below. Thank you so much. They're really awesome. Self-plug, I don't know what else to say. I guess without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started on installing this ECU. The first thing we're gonna do with installing the Mega Squirt is get rid of this little dumb thing. Now, the stock ECU uses this to measure what's going on with the engine, how much air is going in. The new ECU does not need this because this thing is ugly, inefficient, and ugly. The new ECU uses 3 things to measure what's going on with the engine. Number 1 is the wideband and the AFRs. Number 2 is vacuum. It'll be attached to the engine via a vacuum line. And number 3 is air intake temperature. So we have to install an air intake temperature sensor right down here. That will help the ECU control the engine, and it will also let us know the temperature of the air going into the engine and let us know if this top mount intercooler is actually doing anything. So it's a pretty important thing. Let's get to installing it. Very easy. That was way too difficult to get off. Plug it into the 1st and the 6th port from the stock airflow meter plug. Now we are going to work on removing the actual stock ECU, which is right down there. Nice and easy because your boy doesn't have carpet. There is the stock ECU. We can go ahead and unplug that and remove it. The wiring on this thing looks really not great, which concerns me. Now we have to drill some holes to attach the new ECU to the floor. 4 holes to drill. Alright, it's in there, and now it is plugged in with that 1 loose wire. God damn, whoever owned this car last was an idiot. Next thing we have to do is connect the vacuum line. Now normally you would tee the vacuum line off of the fuel pressure regulator back here because it's a cleaner location, but I don't really care about how clean my engine bay looks, so we're gonna go off right here. So the vacuum line runs from right there all the way down to the ECU in here. And I believe that's it. Now we're gonna go ahead and install this guy. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the old O2 sensor up there. The new wideband sensor is in there. Boom. I actually put the gauge in the air vent, the stock air vent. So now this is gonna go right here. It's gonna look really awesome and really factory. So the wideband is pretty much all wired up. We just have to put it in the car and wire it to the stuff in the car, obviously. So let's go ahead and pop this guy in there. Boom. That looks so clean, guys. Now I just gotta wire the rest of it in. So I believe the wideband is wired up correctly. If that is the case, we're gonna go ahead and calibrate it. If that's not the case, then it's not gonna turn on. So let's see. Hey, we wired it. So now I turn it off, connect the sensor, and turn it back on. And it should heat, yes. We're looking for CAL, which means it's calibrating. Give it a second. Oh, calibrating, yes. And then boom, we did it. So we are now ready to load a base map on the ECU, start the car and set ignition timing. However, before we do that, I'm gonna go get some tacos. Oh, buddy. Ho, ho, ho. So now we are going to load the base map on the ECU down there. Create new project. Create new project. Hello. Create new project. Oh, there we go. All right. Go ahead and put the key on to ignition. Do detect. Accept. Next. And here we have our stuff. Our air intake temperature sensor is working. It's 64 degrees right there. That's nice. Now I gotta do file, load tune. That's a base map for 1990 to 1993 Miata 1.6, and go ahead and do open. So as you saw, we're having some issues getting this thing to idle right. It's actually like sucking in the couplers all the way. This is weird. So I still can't get it to run. As you see, it sucks flat both these couplers. It's almost as if for some reason the air is not getting through the supercharger into the rest of the system. My neighbors are definitely having a party. So at least I have a live band while trying to figure this out. Well, this is really weird. I got it running, but this thing is still collapsed. And like, all right. Figured out what's wrong. Turns out the entire time I was just a huge dumbass. As you saw in that last clip, the car finally started and idled like perfectly, but this coupler was still sucked down, right? Well, it turns out the reason why the car wasn't starting and idling is because the fuel injector relay was bad. This little guy, yeah, this guy can just, you know what? This little... Now, let me get to the reason why the couplers are sucked in. I've looked up everything and I was like, why is this happening? Like, is my supercharger blown? I swear it's like sucking in air from the engine instead of pushing it in. Like, I don't know what's going on here, right? But then I got to thinking, okay? Picture a naturally aspirated car, okay? And look at the intake manifold. Under idle, the intake manifold is in negative pressure, like it's below atmospheric pressure. This is the intake manifold stock, and here's the throttle body, so anything after the throttle body is under negative pressure. Here's the thing. We moved the throttle body to up over there on the supercharger. So essentially, this entire thing is acting as the intake manifold. This entire thing is under negative pressure at idle. That's why this is happening, okay? And that is why this green snake is hard, okay? The green snake is hard, so under idle it doesn't get sucked in. Jackson Racing obviously knew all this. Gingium didn't. Due to the fact that these things are soft, they get sucked in and whatnot. So what I have to do to fix this problem is get actual solid tubes. This entire time of, you know, stressing out like, oh, my supercharger's blown, blah, 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 this is how it's supposed to be. Like, it's perfectly normal. This is how it works. So besides the fact of the shitty charge pipes, the car is now completely ready to be tuned and ready to boost around. The Mega Squirt is working awesome. The base map is really good. The wideband is working great. We're reading good numbers, 14 around at idle. Everything is good. The supercharger is not blown. It just turns out this head is blown. Because I'm dumb, get it? That's funny. Anyway, you know what? I think it's time to do something really awesome. I think it's time to move this car under its own supercharged power for the first time. Well guys, the Rally Miata finally lives. Gotta get new charge pipes, but it works. Obviously it needs to be tuned so I can actually go into boost. But yeah guys, it's supercharged. It's got top mount intercooler. We're ready to go. If you did enjoy, please give it a thumbs up. If you are new, please consider subscribing. Remember, you can pick up the key tags to help support the channel, help make this car even better. I don't remember if I said this, but leave a like if you enjoyed. If you didn't, dislike and tell me why. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace out and goodbye.